In Part 12, I introduced asymmetrical rapid transients, ARTs for short, as a tool to slow down your opponent's decision cycle. Now, we'll look at what's necessary to plant these seeds of doubt. Since this video focuses on getting inside your opponent's orientation, one thing you have to have is their attention, which was covered in Part 3, Attention and Gaze Control. It's unrealistic, that is, theoretical, that you're not under observation. The question here is, who's observing you and how do they fit into the next element, your plans? Your plans will center around the arts that you want your opponent to consider. It's what you have in mind for their mind. But like a fisherman, you need the right bait. That requires empathy. You have to see the value of what you offer through their eyes. And finally, there's action. Without the follow-up, everything before is just a daydream. So we have a four-part model: a way into orientation, an agent we want to introduce, an appreciation of what will capture their attention, and the closing action. But this model is not a checklist where one element always follows another. You can act to get attention. Your plan can guide your choice of targets, which feeds back into the plan, and so on. Now we'll consider each element. Imagine that you could escape notice, be invisible. You'd be free to do what you like, when you like. Then you get the ball, and all eyes are on you. Or you enter an opponent's personal space and their attention. Reality is, you are almost constantly under observation, in a dynamic sense, by friend and foe, and that constrains your options to action. In this model, plans are built on asymmetrical rapid transients, a two-part question that requires an answer and creates ambiguity. It's two parts because one part is predictable, no problem for the opponent, and three or more takes too long to frame and weakens cohesion with teammates. They create ambiguity when they're presented in a rapid series or when the opponent doesn't have sufficient time to understand the question. Like any model, it's simple until you factor in friction. The tension between reason, passion, chance, and human nature creates the dynamic environment that requires adaptability and flexibility for survival.